right, here we are. Hello, and welcome to I'm Not Trying to Kill You, Bleeds in the Dark. We're playing with the Artful Dodgers today. Yeah, oh my god. That was genuinely slightly scary.
I keep it so I can cut up fruit.
Yeah, I know. And I'm just... I'm a fruit. No, Hi, my name's Ash. I use she, her pronouns. This is my channel where we get up to some silly business. I'm gonna be GMing today, and I have with me 3 lovely scoundrels who I will get to do their introductions. We'll start with, Luke Knife Wielder Jordan.
Hello.
Hi, I see what you did there.
I'm Luke Knife Wielding 14 months in a row Jordan. How are you doing? I'm Luke, they, them pronouns. I am a game designer and I do other stuff on the internet. And today I will unusually not be playing Belle because Belle is off being spooky. And so I will be playing Thistle or Strangford Hague, who is a hound and is real good at fighting.
Yeah, she is. Which is good because I would ask the next person to introduce themselves. Corin, how Derek, how are you?
Oh, I'm very good, Ash.
I'm very good.
I'm enjoying my new renovated office.
See all of my D&D books in the background.
Yep. No, Derek isn't here today, so instead I will get V to introduce herself. Hi, V.
Hello, I'm V. I use she, her pronouns, and I am here today to play the group's leech, tinkerer of blood, bones, and other chemicals, Adi. And yeah, not good with the fighting, Adi is not. I think I failed every skirmishy type role in this entire campaign.
I think so.
Thanks, Yoda.
Yeah, well, I think it's probably for the best because the next person managed to succeed 1 and then got it into her head that she was good at it. How you going, Alana?
Hello, I am Alana. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing our resident spider, whose name is Nightfall. She stabbed someone successfully once, got it in her head that was a cool thing to do. Tried to do it more often, failed a bit.
Not so successful.
And last session, she got up to some trouble. She took some assorted drugs, fought some assorted fake people in her attempts to practice getting better at stabbing things. Tried to drug a 17-year-old kid.
How are you feeling about? So like, yeah, cool. So like, yeah, the next day, I want to know how Nightfall feels about like the events of the previous day.
She feels like she needs a drink.
Yeah, all right. That's not the hair of the dog, but it's close enough. All right. So we did finish up downtime last time, I believe. So we start off ready to hit a job if we want one. So as far as jobs go, let me have a look and see if there's any opportunities I can offer you to go along with anything else you might be interested in pursuing, because you have some friends that might want help with the with jobs and things if you want to try and get some rep.
I seem to remember we had a little bit of a list still from
yeah, you do, and I did specifically after the events of last time. I need to add 1 extra on there because there was a thing I wanted to add. So let me find that. In the so what have we got on the list at the moment of things that we were looking at? Because I think there's a handout. Yeah, opportunities.
We've got those. We've got from the Dimmer Sisters. We can still move that important ghost for them. Tasselin still is hanging around. I think we're going to like Tasselin. It's going to be real hard to get rid of
I
him.
want to make him a cohort.
I know, but
That's the thing you
we're
can do.
ostensibly supposed to get him safely out of Duskville and not get him into the criminal life. But anyway, Riven
Safely
dealing
into
with
a life of crime.
safely. We're all safe. Belle is safe, and the Billhooks have an opportunity there to take the curse off the leader, Erin.
Oh, that's the one. Okay, that's the one that I was thinking of. Okay, so I haven't got that in there.
So we've got those options.
Yep.
I would
There
also
are 4
throw
things
out
on the list, which is
Yep.
cool.
That was
I would
the
also-
one I thought
the
we
last
didn't
one
have.
is the Billhooks one. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are some opportunities. Plus, you can be like, we want to pursue other things. Like there's like, you know, if there's stuff that you want to go after with a job, that's totally legit. You can be like, actually, now we know where the Billhooks are hanging out. We want to just go and like fuck their shit up, or you know, like what's the feeling?
I do actually have a thought,
Mm-hmm.
which is that the opposite plan to getting Taskelin out of the city
Mm-hmm.
and making him safe that way is the plan where we just figure out some more precise details about like who's trying to fuck with Taskelin
And fuck them up.
and we make them stop.
Yeah, definitely. That is definitely a thing. And like if you wanna do that, we can do that. That's
Yeah, that's actually pretty fun as well. The other thing is, at some point, I want to meet Lord Skurlock, but that's for another.
I mean, continue to not pay your bills and you will.
Exactly, that's what I was just like. No, we touched on that last time, so. But
As always, I'm still very interested in my kind of enemy and dealing with that, but also happy to kind of do a more general thing as well.
That's true. So that Riven was your unsavory contact, yeah?
Yes, correct.
Chemist. That's cool too.
Yeah.
And that kind of, I think, ties in a little bit to what Nightfall's been getting up to now with her newfound habits, I guess. We'll see kind of what's happening there, but
Yeah.
I do think that she is very she's always been very annoyed at this particular contact because he has a habit of selling things that are dangerous and poorly made and so on the streets to people that she cares about. So it would be an interesting one for me. But yeah, happy to do something that's more general as well.
So as far as that goes, yeah, we can hit that up. We could hit Riven up as a job today, or if you want to like kind of position yourself to be better equipped in future, same. You can like do some downtime towards like getting a read on him, which means that you're more likely to be in a positive position when you start the mission. Same as like, you know, you can just do some gather information now about Riven or about the people that are hunting Tasselin or the curse that is on Erin from the Billhooks. Like that's all stuff that you can do as well. You can just be like, we want to know about such and such. Let's go.
I like the idea that we just got sort of Thistle into the sort of crew, right? And Thistle is also connected to Tasselin, so like a gather info on that situation would really like be timely as well. I'd be keen to see
that would make a lot
actually.
of sense.
Yeah, I would be super down for that.
Yeah,
let's do that. And I do think that idea of trying to take out who's after Tasselin as opposed to smuggling him out makes it better, because then we can see Tasselin, and that might be fun.
Mm-hmm.
But also just like it will, failing anything else, it will make smuggling him out easier.
Yeah, right. If you still need to smuggle him out at all. Cool. So how are you gonna find out information about this shit? What do you do? What's the plan?
I have a thought.
Yeah.
Which is like we've encountered a couple right now at this rate of people from this shadowy Taskel and chasing organization.
Mm-hmm.
right? Like there was that guy in the alleyway, and he didn't die, right? He stayed
He did
alive.
not die.
Yeah,
He
and,
left
like,
it.
you're-
He left an impression on Nightfall.
Yeah, he did. But, like, and he had like a face that people could see. So I think like Thistle gets descriptions of the people that we have met so far,
Mm-hmm.
and then we like cut to Thistle lurking in an alleyway somewhere with. Do I have an option for this? Yeah, with a spyglass. Just like watching one of these people in like through the front window of a tavern.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm gonna hunt. I'm gonna like track one of these motherfuckers down and then brutalize them until they tell me what the fuck I want to know.
Let's see what that looks like. Let's
Let's do it.
get that hunt roll.
Get that hunt on.
Risky. Not desperate, risky. Don't think controlled because
That's fine.
there's a fair amount of stuff going on. I mean, your intention is to just like find one of them, right? Is find a person.
I think they find a person and like shadow them.
Yeah, cool, awesome.
Right, like step one is just like
yeah, see their
track
movements.
them, track them for info. Step two, if I don't get enough from that, is then to like escalate to nastiness.
Yeah.
Let me know if you need somebody to
unpleasantness.
help with the nastiness, because I might not be very good at the violent nastiness, but I'm very good at the commanding nastiness.
Mm-hmm. Love it.
Yeah. Cool. Can I trade? Well, what's my effect?
Effect is standard if you're trying to like, for the amount of outcome you've described, standard.
Can I trade position for effect?
Hmm.
And here's what that looks like, I think. Is like when we get to the bit, right? Like if we imagine like the montage or whatever that we get.
Mhm.
When we get to the bit where like I'm like in the alley across the street and I've got my fancy spyglass, and he like the guy like goes inside like a building that is clearly like a a den of vice and criminal proceedings. Instead of just waiting for him to come back out, I'm like, cool, and I just like follow him in.
Yeah.
And like hunt around inside as well.
That's what I'm thinking it is.
Yeah, that sounds desperate to me.
Yes.
That's
yes,
pretty
it
intense.
does. Yep.
Cool. Let's do it. It's desperate. The effect is great. Don't have a devil's bargain.
Not one that you haven't already made the effect of.
I was gonna say, like, they find you.
Yeah, no, that's not. Yeah, that can't be an old DB.
That's what I mean. Like, there's nothing kind of
no,
worse.
I can't
than that,
think
right?
of anything off the top of my head.
I discover that they've put a price on Corin's head. I'm not allowed to offer myself double bargains.
Yeah. I don't think that's
They
something I want to offer.
They
at the
have Bell.
I will just push myself.
moment. Okay, sure, sounds good.
All right, let's see what's gonna happen.
That's
I'll
a
take it.
5. All right, so
I did it.
let's see. So standard effect. No, we're doing great effect, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, okay. So, you find this dickhead that punched your friend, and you stalk him.
I mean, I don't know if I'd call her a friend. We're like,
Acquaintances.
yeah, we banged that one time.
Yeah, right. I'm like,
It's complicated.
I just use the word friend. For
I think it's
everything.
quite simple, really.
Yeah. FBs. You find this person and you stalk him, and he heads towards the Bowmore Bridge. He heads through Charter Hall, and makes his way towards the bridge with its all of the like buildings along the huge the huge white wide bridge. And he like goes down to the riverside, and like goes up to one of the and like goes up to what looks like an old like fuse box or something for one of the lightning towers near the bridge, and opens it up and takes out like a robe, and he puts it on, and he puts his hood up, and then he goes over to one of the pillars holding the bridge up, and he knocks on it in a weird like pattern, and then says something into it, and then a door opens up in the pillar, and he goes inside, and the pillar's got to be like what, a few meters, like 3 or 4 meters in diameter, but it's not big. But yeah, he disappears into the pillar.
Good, we need one of these for our house.
And like you didn't hear what he said, but you definitely heard you definitely saw the pattern of the knock. And like you saw where he got the robe.
Okay, so here is what I do. I go and I get the rope. I get a rope just in case. But I don't think I put it on yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I go down, right, like to where he was standing, and then I like circle around, so I'm like behind, like just a little bit to the side of the door.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get my pet to knock on the door. So this like horrible like eel snake creature is like hanging from like a little protruding bit of stone or something above the door, and just with its head just like knock 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 knock.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm just like standing there in wait, ready to like grab whoever comes out of the door and just like take them aside for a quiet word.
Yeah, the door opens, and a robed figure like looks out, and is, like seems confused, and is about to what do you do?
Yeah, I think I just like from behind is just like one hand around the throat,
Mm-hmm.
one hand over their mouth and nose, apply pressure on the jugular, and just like make them have a little nap.
There's a risk here. I think we need to have a roll.
That's
for
fair. I feel like this is like finesse.
Yeah, I think it is.
Which isn't in my benefit. I don't have finesse.
But like, I mean, I like that description of it.
Well, or it is just skirmish.
It could be skirmish. It could be skirmish or prowl. Yeah.
I think it is just skirmish, actually. Like,
I mean, it depends if you think it's an ambush or not.
Yeah, because an ambush is prowl.
That is true. Yeah, okay, this is close violence.
Yep.
Yeah, it seems like prowl to me.
All right, cool, let's do a prowl. So you said risky, Ash?
Definitely risky, because the thing that would make it desperate isn't present currently. Your intention is to KO this person, which I think, like, you've got great at the moment if you succeed, so.
Cool. Risky, great. Oh yeah, I should mark XP for that last roll.
Yes, you should, because it was desperate.
It was hunt. Ding ding. Alright, position, risky, effect.
You want a devil's bargain?
Yes, I would love a devil's bargain, because I only have one dice.
Oh, devil's bargain, there's another inside door that is locked. Right, you can get information from this person by like going over them, going through the.
Yeah, but this isn't like aha, a way in.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Like what I'm offering you there is do this, go away to your friends, come back and do a mission rather than launching into the mission here.
V,
that's pretty good. I don't know. I was thinking about dragging Belle into it somehow. Like, they're weird and creepy cultists. Has Belle got something to do with them?
I don't want to have Belle in a situation I don't want to have Belle on camera, even if they're like knocked out, because then it brings up the possibility that Luke has to play 2 characters, and I just
that's true.
Throw that in the mix.
I would be down for that, but like, no, I think Belle is I'm gonna put it out there now. I think Belle is still somewhere at the bottom of the channel, being really weird and spooky.
That's yeah.
In ghost stasis.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but Belle is very far away right now.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I like Yodel's bargain. I'll take that.
Yep.
I'll take that. Gonna take my bonus dice. Oh my god, why can't I roll a fucking 6?
I don't know. Alright, so
Finbar stole all my 6s.
let me have a look at my list. This was risky.
Hmm?
I'm just trying to work out if I think this is a fair, like, a complication occurs. You end up, you end up in, yeah. I mean, yeah, you kill him. That's right. Like
That doesn't sound like you do it.
yeah, right. Your intention was yeah. That makes sense. All right. Yeah, you do it. So there's a consequence. You I think he gets a good look at your face before you can KO him, right?
Okay.
Like, yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
I know that's fine. I'm just saying, like.
Yeah. No, I'm happy with that.
Yeah. So yeah, he like looks at he like manages to like turn a little bit and like sees you and like yeah, and you have to like you're got him at arm's length when you like and like you have to go down to the ground to take him out, and he's got that like wild eye as he's like
I've
being
got,
like what the fuck.
Yeah, I've got like this bit like pressed into his throat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm just like I just like pat him gently on the cheek. Night. And then I'm gonna grab him.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's an unconscious boy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna drag him inside the pillar.
Mm-hmm. And you can see here inside the pillar there is the pillar is a spiral staircase. And so like it has so like this section is a little inside waiting room,
Like a little
whatever.
landing.
Yeah, a little landing. And then there's a spiral staircase with like metal grates for up and down that are both currently locked. And yeah, there's and you like look at it and you're like, there's no keyhole on this lock. And you don't quite know what to make of how it works or whatever. But yeah, you can see that there's a little chair and a book on a stool on like a little table for like this guy sitting there, like reading by lamplight as he waits for people to knock. And yeah, a little what's the word I want? Coat stand. Or hat rack or something that you would hang that like has like 2 more of these robes on them on it, and then on the table I think there's a bunch of like I think that there's a ledger on the table as well with like a quill and things.
Cool.
And like yeah, that's what.
Yeah, so I grab him and I lift him up onto the table because I'm very strong, and I just like put him on the table, and then clear off, and I get the ledger and I like tuck it away just like somewhere out of sight where he can't see it because that'll make him nervous. And so then
when you close the ledger, you see on the cover an icon of like it's gotta be like a hammer and
a sickle, right?
No, and a compass. In front of like some kind of like classic iconography of the Sundering, right? Of like the sun being split.
And when you say compass, like mathematical compass,
yes,
not navigational?
Mathematical compass, yep.
Mason symbols, yeah, gotcha.
Yep. So and yeah, that's in front of like the sun being split.
Damn. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna like safely tuck the book away under the table where he can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna frisk his person for objects. Because it might as well. Is he carrying anything good?
I mean, he's carrying. I mean, he has on his hand these same set of like interconnected rings, that are now that like when you take a look at them, they're little buildings. They're like one of them is the what's the name of the Sanctorium, the big Church of the Ecstasy, cathedral. One of them's a little model of like Iron Hook Prison.
There's one like the lighthouse.
Yep. Yeah, it's models of all of the major buildings in.
Yeah, take those.
Yeah, and then I think he has on him, a scrawled note.
Cool.
That I think you look at it and it looks like letters, but not. Like they're not letters in Akarosi.
Interesting. Does he have any coin on him? He sounds like he might.
He does. He has pocket change. You can take his pocket change. That's fine.
Is that like one coin?
It's not a coin.
Okay. Well, I take his pocket change anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so he's laid out on the table, and then and so I think we like fade to black a little, and then we come back in from like his perspective as he's like blinking back into consciousness, and we just see hanging over him from like a hook in the ceiling or something, the snake. Just like in his face with its jaws like open and it's like big teeth like.
Yeah, it's a horrible moray eel smile.
Yeah, and then we pan up and we see Thistle, and she's like, to describe her again for everyone, she looks very much like that kind of like boondock, like scrawny redneck. It's that scrawny redneck look, right? Mm-hmm. Of like, wiry and like muscular, but like super like skin tight on the bones and like lots of like popping like veins everywhere. And her jacket is like draped over the chair, and so she's just in her like suit shirt rolled up to like the elbows, and her suspenders and her like nice trousers, and she's just like got, I think, like a length of like rope that she's wet in the river outside and is just like wrapping around like one hand like a knuckle duster. And she just like smiles at him.
I feel like I want to like just fade out on that.
Yeah, I don't know that we need to play this out in detail.
Yeah, I like the idea of just being like, cool.
Yeah, if you want me to roll for it, I'm happy to roll for it.
Nah, you don't need to roll for that. That's...
Cool, yeah, so like...
There isn't a situation in which he doesn't talk.
Yeah, so like, who the fuck are these people, Ash? That's my real question here.
Oh, it's the Foundation.
Cool.
It's the people who built the entire city.
That makes sense.
And like, you would know that, like, that includes the building that the embassy is in and things like that, right? Like, it's and they are very, very they do a lot of like lending money to important projects, and they also do a lot of like secret society nonsense where they you know they have their like secret ways and signs and all those sorts of things. But yeah, they like to think of themselves as string pullers.
Yeah, Dad probably hates them.
Probably. Yep.
Because like everyone knows that the real power behind the throne in this city is the Leviathan Hunters.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Yep.
Yeah. Why specifically do they give a shit about Tascalon?
Because his mum made off. They lent his mum a bunch of money and she fucked off.
Oh.
And
they
I
can't-
think if you are like, given the way that you set yourself up to get the information you like, this person would be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who the fuck is Tasselin, all of these sorts of things. But then I think it would be a situation where they would click and be like, do you mean such and such? So there's like one specific person. Let me find the
Oh, we learn that boy's real name.
Oh, his last name.
No, as in
Like
like
his mother's name.
his
the
mom's
mom's-
name. Yeah.
Yeah, like you
Yeah,
drop
right,
his
hey.
Taslin's last name, and it's like, oh, you mean
Right. So yes, they don't actually want him directly. They just want to ask him where his mum is.
Well, they want to hold him hostage.
Yeah.
And use him to get the mother.
Yeah, it's
I-
extortion.
I feel like they're making some questionable assumptions about how interested his mother is in his well-being.
Yeah,
But
right.
That's just me.
I mean, like, the thing is, they, I think you know that they have a reputation for, what's that I want? Like, putting people into cages and just leaving them to rot unless they get what they want is a thing that these people do.
It's a dumb thing to do.
Because it doesn't matter to them, because they can just hide someone in a wall somewhere.
Yeah. But like, that's so dumb. Like, that's not how you get people to tell you things.
That's what they think works.
These rank fucking amateurs.
Yep.
God.
Yep. Oh, is it? Is he? It's Roland Watt.
Is Taslin's mother?
No, is the one who wants Taslin's mother.
Yeah, the one who's looking for her.
What? That is ringing a bell, and I can't remember why.
I just love that, like,
He's the pompous twat who was fighting Lady Drake for the.
Oh yeah.
and now he's come into a bunch of money, and he can start pulling
Paying
levers
attention
and
to other things.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
What else do I? Trying to remember. Do you know what I was thinking about? He could have been my dad at one point.
Oh, Roland
When I was-
Watt.
When I was like trying to pick like a good noble family to be the bastard child of.
yeah.
I was like, hey, Roland Watt, that'd be cool. Oh, this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Right. That
I
asshole.
feel, yeah. I'm trying to play him to the book, not to John's portrayal in Blood Letters, but yeah.
Yeah. So I think.
That asshole.
Do I have any other questions?
Ask how much. Like you said, a lot of money, but how much?
Yeah. How
What's
much
the-
money?
What's owed?
Let me have a look.
12 coin?
Let me look. Give me a second.
If we give them Tascalin, will they pay us half?
I mean, yes. They will give you.
Everyone, I've got a score.
Let me find out. I will tell you how much they
Oh,
will
dear.
give you for the boy. Where is it? It
Look,
is
Belle would never do this, but Belle's not around right now.
payoff. So they'll give you 6 coin if you hand him over.
Damn, does that mean that she owes them like 12?
Yeah.
We can't afford to pay them off.
Because the thing is, the project.
Maybe not yet. Maybe later.
The project was to like basically get there. It was for the. Actually, he doesn't know what the project is, so okay. But there's a. I think he describes it as a fuck ton of money.
Yep. Yeah, I think I have all of the information. Like, I think we've got enough to be going with, and I can always flash back to the interrogation scene further if I need to. So, I think we like faded to black on like the unspoken threat being leveled, and then I think we just hear the sound of like a very heavy object falling in the water, and we cut back in on Thistle outside the pillar, with her clothes back on, with the book bundled under one arm, and there's just like ripples of water spreading down below, like something body-shaped was dropped there.
I don't know what that could possibly be. Anyway.
Nope.
Yep.
Yep. And yeah, I'm done. I'm happy.
So do you rock up back at the thing? At the
Yeah,
lab?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think I show up back in the lair and I like knock on the door.
And knock? Like,
Yeah.
who knocks?
Well, it's not my house.
Yeah.
That's
I'll go and open the door, and then make eye contact and be like, "We need to stop meeting like this."
You might be right at that.
And I let her in.
I got news.
Oh yes, anything interesting?
Wow. I know who's after the boy.
I should probably call the boy down for this then. So I'll.
He's very young.
There's only one way to make him grow up, and it's to tell him the truth.
And he's got a noble streak that I'm concerned about. I don't want him hearing this and heroically running off to do anything stupid.
If he does something stupid, that's how Darwin's law works.
All right. Yeah, so we Oh. And so we crossfade to we're all sat down with tea or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And yeah, I think Thistle reaches inside and pulls out a hip flask and just adds several shots to the tea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm into that. I'm gonna hold my tea out to you. Thanks. Yeah.
I think she hesitates for a moment and then pours a shot into Tascalin's because he's probably gonna need it.
And Teslin's like, can I drink this? He has that thing of should I drink it? I don't know. And
She's
am I a child still?
he gently sips it, right?
So I found your friend from the alleyway.
What friend from that
I think friend might be stretching it.
Well,
Wait,
Sadie's
the one that
got
beat up Nightfall?
Sadie's
Don't
got
talk about
relationships
We
with
don't talk
anyone
about him.
is kind of stretching it now.
Did you kill the guy who beat me up?
Well, I wasn't gonna leave him alive to know what my face looked like.
That's the best. Oh, thank you. That makes
Welcome?
me happy.
This is flirting.
What?
No.
And then she gathers her thoughts and just so turns out he, presumably your other shadows as well, are members of the Foundation. Bunch of rich old noble cunts. Funded the building of the city, give out ridiculous loans now, brick people up in walls when they can't pay them back, that kind of bullshit. And it turns out a certain someone's mother...
I look very pointedly at Teslin.
Yeah, she just doesn't. She just doesn't bother.
Wait, my mom?
Owes a rather large sum of money to a Mr. Roland Watts.
And he's like, Mr. What? he's a friend. What are you talking about?
He's a friend who lent your mother a not inconsiderable sum of money, which she has entirely failed to pay back, and has now gone on the lam to avoid Mr. Watts' bully boys. And so it is their plan, I am believing, to take you and brick you up in a wall somewhere and hold on to you until your mother comes looking for your safe return.
He's like, well, we've got to pay him back. Where can we get, how much money is it?
A measly sum. Just the simple matter of 12 coin.
And he's like, you see him be like, oh my god, I've never heard of that much money in my life. And then he's like, well, you're criminals. We can steal
Give
it.
or take. He was not specific. It could be more.
Well, we could
We could do a crime, I suppose these nice folks could. Or if we're going to do a crime anyway, we could just make them back the fuck off.
Is that the way that you describe murdering them all?
I think she makes a like kind of noise. I would prefer to avoid any unnecessary killing. I have enough problems without load of spirit wardens coming down on my ass, but you know, break a few legs here, break a few spines there, threaten to drip venom and just like the snake, just like in the eyes of a few bully boys, you know. Or if your nice folks have a better solution.
So here's the point where I think it's important, where I think we probably need to like step back a little bit from our fiction, and engage in them, and because like Blades has mechanics to make us do that.
Yeah, exactly.
And like talk about like what kind of job do we want to run?
Yeah, exactly. There's a procedure for this.
Yeah, exactly.
Where is it? Where does it live?
It is in.
Under planning and load on your character sheets.
Yes.
I found it.
So.
Page
What
127.
do you want to do?
For anyone following along at home.
Yep. So there's assault, deception, stealth, occult, social, or transport.
Mm.
I mean, I'm interested in stealth purely because we very much have a point of infiltration.
Mm-hmm. You do.
But like that is also a point of attack.
It is.
Yeah.
Or honestly, like even a social connection.
I mean,
I think-
Like there's all those spare robes in there, right? Like that could be our in.
Yep. Also, Tasselin has a social connection to what?
I'm so-
Separately.
God, have I met Roland Watts?
Can
I
I
mean-
also? Yeah. Sorry.
It's
go.
not like impossible. He's exactly the kind of like rich fuck that my
Oh
I
no,
used to hang around with.
yes.
Like-
I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, it's that thing of like, I think part of the reason your dad hates the foundation is he's not allowed to be a member of the club.
Hmm.
And so, like, he probably is friends with Roland, but like at the same time, it's like Roland is a part of that club that he doesn't like. It's like, yeah.
Mhm.
So probably you would have met him before, at least.
Yeah, he was a real prick. But then, like, I think that's Thistle's
I mean,
opinion
Roland
about...
Watt is not. I wouldn't describe Roland Watt as a prick, but like your dad would. But like everyone else would describe Roland Watt as like very personable.
I feel like Thistle would argue he is a prick on the basis of him being an aristocrat.
Okay, yeah, true. He is a
Like-
he is a right aristocrat.
Right? Like, I think her criteria is like anyone with money or privilege or both prick. Colossal prick.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh shit, yeah, we could just kidnap Tasclin's mum. That
That's
would
true. You could
turn
hunt
her in.
down
That would be another plan.
his mum and turn her in.
How nice is Tasclin's mum? Does anyone know?
Us Tasselin.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's like he's like I'm sure if we find mum, she probably can just hand back the money.
Oh, you poor sweet naive
This
boy.
Right?
Fucking
He
kid.
thinks, yeah, like
This fucking kid.
he's
kid
not
have
yet
any
old
idea
enough
where
to
his
realize
mother
that his parents are fallible humans.
Oh shit. Oh shit, everyone, I have an idea.
He's learning
Yeah.
it very quickly.
I do want to. I'm interested in knowing whether Taslin prefers to go or to stay, knowing what the consequences of staying would be. Like
That's a good point.
a whole shit's gonna like. Does he want to stay if a whole bunch of people like suffer and die maybe, and we do this, or does he prefer to go?
Also, I have a new plan. It's a really bullshit.
Okay, so Tasselin wants to make sure that no one gets hurt.
Oh god.
Right? He obviously thinks no one should get hurt, and that it'll be fine if everyone like does the right thing.
This is a kid who has not been in the real world ever before.
Yeah.
No, I mean, he very much believes in like law and order, and isn't familiar with the realities of like, you know, he thinks that because he's privileged, he thinks that like if everyone follows the systems, then everyone will have a good time.
He's a child. All right, here is my other plan. Here is my other thought.
Which is like it ties into his whole like, you're criminals. You could just go and get the money. Because if you weren't
Without anyone
criminals
getting
and
hurt.
bad people,
That's
you
how
wouldn't
that
be
works.
living in this shitty place.
Yeah. So here is my other plan. We pick a building that the Foundation helped to build, a nice building, and we sneak in there and we destroy the building.
Mhm.
And then we write them a politely worded note that says, "Hello, are you attached to the lighthouse continuing to function? Back the fuck off."
Yep.
Like, we extort them by threatening their architectural legacy.
Legit.
You could also like bring them a
You're
really.
in Charter Hall.
You could also like bring them a really charred feminine corpse and be like, "This is his mother. You can't get your money back because his mother is dead."
I feel like they might just brick him up out of spite.
That's fair.
And I don't know, I'm really attached to the idea of giving a D a chance to be awesome.
Yeah, I like the idea of just knocking down a building. I'm
And
down.
I have just found a great candidate.
You mean a building?
Do tell.
Yeah. So in the docks, there is a building called Saltford's. A squat stone building that houses one of the more notorious private banks in Dustfall.
Mhm.
It's faced many gangs of whiskeyed sailors that decided to turn to robbery as a new line of work and defeated them all, sometimes even hanging the corpses from their lampposts as discouragement to the next pack of drunken fools.
Yep.
Anyway, that sounds like... Because the balance I'm trying to pick here is that, like... I don't think Thistle gives a fuck, but I suspect a D gives a fuck. And I, as, like, a person, give a fuck about, like, respecting Tascalin's desires a little bit. And so, like, we can't exactly be like, "Oh yeah, Iron Hook Prison," right? Like, we're just gonna blow up Iron Hook Prison. Everyone inside's gonna die. Oh, whoopsie, how bad, right? Like, we gotta pick somewhere that, like, not too many people are gonna care about and not too many people are gonna get hurt.
Nightfall would be very down for like people getting hurt, provided they are like rich aristocratic people who have never helped her for a moment in her life.
Yeah, what other
he's down
places
for that.
are there in White Crown?
That was White Crown and Brightstone are your best bets for like,
Yeah.
rich people.
Oh yeah, the Lord
Cool.
Governor's Stronghold.
Just take that out.
Just take that out.
Or actually, no, even
work
better,
it.
That's
Even
a
better.
stronghold.
the Master Warden's estate. Where all the Spirit Wardens are trained. That just, yep.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah, definitely no
yeah.
one would come after us up for that.
Or, like, fuck it, right? Like, how actually... Oh, God. Okay, so Thistle's suggestion actually legitimately very much is that we just destroy the lighthouse. Because it's a beacon to all the Leviathan hunting ships, and God, would Dad be upset.
Yep. Yeah.
It's just a giant, like, fuck you to the entire noble class. I don't think that's a good idea, but Thistle thinks it's genius. But yeah, we could just destroy the Sanctorium.
You could destroy the Sanctorium. You could
We could destroy Bowmore Bridge.
Bowmore Bridge.
Actually, I'm kind of into
Bridge
that.
is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
pretty
actually
cool.
like a
'Cause
really
it'd be-
solid.
It'd be really easy to avoid not any, but like, that is both, it's unlikely to like, for a bunch of people to accidentally die in the crossfire.
Except the people who live on Bowmore Bridge.
Do people live on it?
Yeah, there's.
Oh shit, yeah, they do.
Yes.
That is a bit of a problem.
But they are all rich fucks.
Yeah, nah.
They
Take it
are
out.
all fancy fucks.
They are
Take
all
it
fancy
out.
fucks.
Or alternatively,
Yeah.
we could
Luxury
destroy,
apartments and shops is how it's
we could
described.
destroy Unity Park.
That was the other suggestion I was going to throw out there. Was like,
Yeah.
is like, if Belle were here, Belle would be like, fuck Unity Park.
Yes, that is
because-
correct.
Belle is not here, so I think that tells us the answer, right? Like, if it's between Unity Park and Bowmore Bridge,
Yeah, this is
Right.
not a Bell mission. Let's do the not Bell thing.
Yeah.
And I'm super interested in taking out the bridge, to be
Yeah,
perfectly
that'd
honest.
be that'd be dope as hell.
That's fantastic.
All right, so that's an
That's an
I
assault
think, how are
mission.
you at
Well-
building bombs?
well, yeah. So like this is the thing. I don't know that it necessarily is an assault mission.
Okay.
It's
all right.
violence
'cause
to a
we're not-
target. It's just the target isn't a person.
Well, so here is my counter proposal.
It's about planting the
Yeah,
the
is it-
bombs, not about.
Well, not even that, but like, is it an occult plan? And the arcane method is like
Yes.
right?
Yes, I
Like-
think that's true.
Well, I do.
like alchemy is an occult thing.
yes, I think that's.
Well, I in terms of I took a special ability at the end of last session that is Ghost Ward, so I know actually how to wreck an area with ghostly substances. Actually. So we could do it that way. I don't know
we
if
could
it's
get
a
the
cult.
goat. We could get it affected by ghosts. That's good.
Yeah, but I don't know if it actually is a cult. I think it might actually like the way we're going to blow it up is somewhat occult, but it might be like an assault or
It could be a
or
stealth
stealth.
mission because we
Yeah.
are trying to sneak. Like, so
Yeah,
I guess
Or
what is the
alternatively,
target?
a transport mission where you have, which is about
We have to
getting the
transport
bomb
bomb.
to the thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think I actually think transport is the strongest of those.
Yeah, the most fun sounding. It sounds
We
pretty cool
must
'cause then if
push,
it's-
little cart.
Yeah.
No, that's Bell.
Yeah, I know, but you know.
That'd be
feel
pretty cool
like-
too.
I feel like to me the most interesting part is trying to get the bombs in
Set
a
up.
place that is going to and do it without being seen, as opposed to just transporting them through a town. Because I think both of them are a sneaky trying to hide sort of a thing, but I think one of them
Cool.
has more risk and therefore interests me more. But
Yeah.
that's my...
I'm good with stealth too. I'll put my vote.
All right,
there.
cool.
Cool. All
So-
right.
The stealth
Okay,
mission
so what is the point of infiltration?
entry point. Hmm.
I mean,
we
here's
know-
the thing: you have a point of infiltration into Bowmore Bridge.
Yeah, we do.
But is it nighttime? Like,
It's
I need
always-
a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, as in, are people asleep? Is it guarded or are
Let's-
people about?
I mean, I think that kind of comes down to like
That's what it comes down to the engagement roll.
engagement roll and stuff, right? Like, I think.
But yeah,
that's-
if like it sounds like the pitch is that like, where are we putting the explosives inside that pillar on the stairs?
yeah. Well, I think if you want maximum thing, you'll probably want to go deeper into the bowels of the bridge.
But yeah, that's our way in.
That's your way in. Yeah.
Yep. Cool. All right, everyone, choose load.
Let's take our first break and we can choose load
Okay.
and stuff while we're doing that. All right, we'll be back in a minute.